they're, I don't know, because the story gets so, like, sometimes even I can't keep up with, like, the story and the lore and everything, where it's just, like, one is told you are superior, and the other one told is, like, you're inferior.
Yes.
And it just keeps going, like, back and forth, like, who's really the superior one, who's really the inferior one.
Yes.
And one is told, one is, like, basically raised up to believe one or the other.
Yeah.
When they, in fact, are not. Is the opposite.
Yeah.
So it's like, you get to, like, you know, nature versus nurture.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what won this battle? So obviously between the Snake brothers, the twin brothers, it was nature.
Yeah.
Not nurture, because nurture would have been, like, one vastly over the other.
Yes.
But yeah, like, Liquid is like, I'm gonna take you out. Curses.
Yes.
Doing it not by, like, again, like, by a machine. Like, so you're fighting another man in a machine.
Yes.
Which seems to be the whole thing to leading up to, like, the battle with Metal Gear.
Yes.
It's like, we're gonna fight a blend of men and machine.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like, once he goes down, I mean, because, like, it's not really like a playthrough.
No.
It's not really like a playthrough. We're really, like, kind of, like, remembering the things and also, like, from rewatching it. So kind of, like, trying to put everything back together in order. Like, there's a lot of, like, you have to go through this way, you have to go through that way, go from point A to point B. You can't go this way because it's blocked off. So I was gonna, like, veer through and, like, go into the, like, basically the remaining boss battles. So you're fighting Sniper Wolf once again.
Yes.
But this time you're out in the open, and it, like, gives you more of a better chance, but it also gives you a worse chance because it's even harder to see because you're basically in the wilderness of Alaska.
Yeah.
And it's just, like, snow and wind. It's like, I can't really see her. And if you don't have, like, the pentasmine, it's like your sight is going to be, like, everywhere. And it's like, oh no, I'm so shaky.
Yes.
But yeah, it's like, basically, like, you're gonna another sniper duel, which is kind of refreshing versus, like, having to fight, like, like, these, like, in-between bosses of, like, soldiers, or, like, in-between bosses that lead up to the bigger fight when they return again. So it's like, it's kind of like a refreshing point to basically, it's one-on-one and it's just a duel.
Yeah.
So it comes back to, like, the Western theme where it's like, instead of, like, pistol duel, it's rifle duels.
Yes.
And basically, like, it's like, it's another, like, person you have to take out. And it's like, there's no other way around it. From what I try to do, I actually try to run up to her and attack her hand to hand, which was like, you can't do that.
No.
It's gonna prove to, like, get you killed faster. And meanwhile, her character's moving around, like, I'm gonna say, like, left to right, but, like, it's not really left to right, but it's like certain points of the map she's moving around, getting into cover, getting in and out of cover, and continue to battling you and matching basically shot for shot.
Yeah.
But the crazy part comes after it, where it's like, when she's like, you've taken the final shot, and she's, like, basically, dying. That's when Otacon again decides to, like, pop up.
Yep.
And it's like, this guy's just like, was he, like, there the entire time? Watching us fight? Was he gonna, like, pick a side? It was like, what if I failed? And what if she killed me? Was he gonna be like, hey, thanks for killing the guy that saved me. Like, you want to go get a movie or something? 'Cause I kind of like you. It's like, I don't know if you're into guys like me. But also, like, ends up being tragic, where it's like, this guy's, like, pretty much, like, he pretty much has like Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah.
He sympathizes with almost all his captors,
Yeah.
Especially with Sniper Wolf. And he just like comes the meme of like the first game that is like everyone keeps coming back to and re-saying it over again, where it's like, can love bloom on the battlefield?
Yes.
And it's like, if I was him, I'd be like, what the fuck did you just say to me? I'd be like, it's like, if you were in love with her, I think you would have been like, come out of your camouflage, like, stop fighting! Stop fighting! Stop it!
You have no military training, but you have everything on hand.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure there could have been some way you could have, or just even talked to Solid and to not doing it, maybe. But yeah, it was interesting. He just pops up and
Yeah, because it's like, Snake is like, this is war.
yeah,
And in war, there's death.
yeah,
And then he's like, if you can't protect the people you love, then sucks for you, dude.
yeah. And him and Hal, Otacon, they had their back and forth.
Mhm.
You'd think, I guess, you would think Otacon would be more pushing the idea of don't, whatever you do, don't kill her.
Mhm.
But it just happens, and after the fact that
Yeah, because he even saw Snake refers to himself as a hired gun.
yeah,
He doesn't really, like, humanize himself when he's out in battle.
no, very little does he humanize himself.
And then I was going to say, like, I believe after this fight, then comes, like, the whole tedious thing where it's, like, you go through all these, like, areas, and it's, like, that's what I'm saying, like, I'd never do a playthrough. For a podcast, I'd never go, like, I'm going to go from building one, to building 2, to the first floor, to the second floor, and here we go down to the basement. Oh, wait, we have to go back up to, like, no, it's just too much. And this game is, like, so much, like, at the time, I didn't know too many games that had more than one disc.
Yeah,
And this game had 2 discs.
yeah. It maybe it's not the first, but it was just personal experience. It was probably the first for to see that you when you had gotten it, and then when I was playing it, it was interesting that this is more advanced, more detailed.
Mm-hmm. That it requires another disc to continue playing the game.
Yes.
Because then we'll say, like, alright, put in the next disc.
Yeah.
And then I think I remember, like, when I first got the game, I bought it from, like, Funkoland. The person forgot to give me the second disc. And so I had to go back to the store and be like, excuse me, it's like, here's my receipt, here's the game. You never gave me the second disc. And then they actually thought I was, like, lying to them. So they actually went to their drawers and be like, oh yeah, sorry about that. Here's the second disc so you can finish your game. And then it's like, alright, go back home. It's like, gotta finish this game.
Yeah, what did they think you were lying that you...
I was trying to steal a disc.
Steal the disc.
So I guess
but then why wouldn't you just steal the whole thing? Because you would just be having the second disc.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, those are the kind of moments where it's like, you really want to battle? You want to argue? It's like, just go look. I have all the stuff here that proves that you didn't give me what I needed. So yeah, after battling Sniper Wolf and after seeing Otacon like cry again, showing the human side, and I think also trying to like find like a way to bring out your humanity, but having no phase whatsoever.
No, but it is sort of part of the theme of the game, and especially go into the. I'm not talking about the. Not going to go into detail, but like in the ending of the conversation between Snake and Solid Snake and Meryl, very much a theme of it. The game brings up ideas of philosophy and things about life. So it's very much in theme with the game overall.
Yeah, because like it wants you to like choose life, preserve life.
Yes.
But then you go through the action where it's like there's no other way. You cannot preserve this person's life.
No.
In order to progress through this game, you have to actually hurt this person or kill this person.
Yeah.
But yeah, for like, and that's why I think like for probably maybe graphic wise or like, you know, whatever it would be, they couldn't do it at the time. But like later entries into the series, you're actually given the option. You don't have to kill this person.
Yes.
You can subdue them with tranquilizers or other means to basically not kill them. Like, and then it depends, like who you fought. They were either going to die. They were going to die irregardless, or it gives you the kind of like a different like pathway. Like this person does live,
Yeah.
but you'll never see them again. Yeah. So after battling Sniper Wolf, learning more about what's going on and what you need to do, you're basically like going towards the furnace, and then you get past that. Because I don't really want to like bore.
Yeah.
You know, it's like we know the journey, we know what happens, and then we come to fight Vulcan Raven once again, but not hand to hand. He has basically like a turret gun attached to him.
Yes.
And you're in a warehouse where it's like all these like metal containers. And I did like the point where it's like when you get into the battle, those containers get damaged.
Yeah.
And some of them fall, and then it becomes like there's like points where there was access have now closed off. So it's like as the battle goes on, he's trying to close off areas to get to you because he can't see you, he can't find you because you're just basically sneaking around, making sure like you're not gonna get mowed down.
Yeah.
But I mean, this was like I'm gonna say like it's kind of like you get these battles where it's like it's amped up battle, then it's like low battle, like relax, more like slower paced, and this one's like we're back up again, we're getting amped up. There's this like crazed, gigantic, muscular man chasing you down.
Yes.
And from what I played the first go around, I didn't intend to like let him find me, or I didn't intend to like go up to him and be like, I'm gonna shoot you down. Boom, boom, boom. I was like, alright, I gotta sneak because this guy's gonna like kill me really quick, really fast, and it's gonna like really piss me off. And what I thought was like weird, like for this boss battle, like after you defeat him, his birds devour him.
The ravens, yeah.
Yeah, and they leave nothing behind other than the gun.
It's very,
Where it's like he goes back to nature.
yeah.
I guess that's where it comes like the shaman part, because I don't remember, and apologies for not really extensively researching, but it led me to believe that he does have like native ancestry.
Yes.
And that's where like it's like my time here is done, and the last bit of energy is to go back into nature.
Yeah. I think then watching it when I was younger and to now, I still think it's kind of disturbing. It's like a disturbing image.
Yeah, because it scared me.
Yeah, but it is like, yeah, he's going back into nature. Yeah, it was just, interesting way to go out.
Yeah, and then that's like, at least with like there's some villains here, and some of the villains, it's not villains, but bosses, they continuously stay within the series.
Yeah.
But this is the last time we hear of him and see of Vulcan Raven, the man. We do get like that little like Easter egg in the second game where he's an action figure.
Yes.
And we're led to believe like he's in a tanker. Like, oh yeah, a giant man with a turret is back again.